Hi there, hello, my name is Saad Malik. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Spectro Cloud. Spectro Cloud is focusing on multi-cluster Kubernetes management. Essentially, our key value prop is being able to run containers and Kubernetes workloads in any environment. We're able to specialize in public clouds like Amazon, Google, Azure. We also have support to run it in data centers like VMware, OpenStack, bare metal, and obviously with edge devices that you see over here as well. Now, our secret sauce is being able to do what we call full stack management. Everything from your operating system to your Kubernetes and your integration with applications, everything in a single stack. If you want, I can do a quick demo for the platform itself. I can show more about how it works and everything. Or
everything is, did you say OpenStack?
Every single environment from public clouds like Amazon, Google, Azure. On the data center side, we can do things like OpenStack, VMware. We also have bare metal provisioning with technology called canonical NAS.
So it's runs on the Qualcomm systems?
Could run a Qualcomm system. So on the edge devices, we have support for both Intel hardware as well as for the Qualcomm ARM devices here. The demo that you see over here running is the Qualcomm Robotics Platform RB3.
It's a new one, right?
It's a new one running a QCS6490 chipset.
Now, can you show it a little bit?
Sure.
Is it connected right now?
It's connected right now. So what's happening right now is there's a single workload that's running on one of these devices that is essentially solving this Rubik's Cube. It's connected to an actuator, and this Rubik's Cube is being solved in real time. Now, because each of the nodes is part of a Kubernetes cluster, they are obviously able to provide resiliency and high availability. As I power off one of the nodes itself, right, that is running the workloads, notice that the actual operation itself doesn't stop because the workload is transparently moved to one of the other hardware devices and the operation continues as is. So
now that it's powered off, can you disconnect the Ethernet for one second?
Go for it.
And show this board?
Sure.
So,
One second.
So this is an exciting new board.
Yep. So
it's got high performance. Is it a new chip?
It's the QCS6490 chipset itself. It has a AI machine SDK inside of it with the hexagon tensor processor that allows us to do really deep learning kind of inferencing directly on the board.
How much AI is in there?
So from what I know, honestly, I'm not a Qualcomm guy specialist.
Your partner company, right?
Our partner company itself that's leveraging the hexagon tensor processor itself.
It's got lots of power.
It has lots of power, so it has 8 gigs of memory built inside. I think it has like a 32 gig SD card built inside of it as well too. It has 8 cores with different kind of Cortex chipsets inside of it as well too.
And it's like a pancake, several layers here?
Yeah, I think this is still one of the Gen 2 product itself. They have different form factors as well that you can buy and use.
And so you reconnect it and then it just adds the computing performance to the whole thing?
Exactly here. So if you go back into the UI here, right, if I come back in here and I go into the nodes tab, notice how one of the nodes right now is detected as offline because it's detected here. Once I add this node back into the platform, and I come back in and I connect the power cable, and I power this on, in about a minute or so, you'll notice that this node will come back online and the health will become green. And once it becomes online, everything will be back into the capacity. So now you have additional capacity at the cluster level.
So because they're like containers and stuff like that, they can just enhance each other, work together, and is that?
So the way containers work is a packaging format that has your applications and your binaries dependencies all packaged as one. Kubernetes is the orchestration system that schedules your containers to run on one or more nodes. When the capacity of the cluster increases, because this guy comes back online, if there's additional workload that needs to run, they will automatically be scheduled onto this new node, right? Without any kind of input from a user that they have to do.
So it could mean it could solve it more faster? Or?
Solve it more faster, you might have more streams running, data inferencing technology, image recognition, classification, all those could happen now simultaneously in all the nodes together.
And if you need more power, you just add more?
Just add more.
To the network?
To the network and to the actual device. Now, part of these nodes are already connected into the cluster. Part of our technology enables them to, as soon as you power on the device, they join in the same local network cluster. That's fully automated.
So one thing I wonder is, there's like 3 billion phones out there, and there's so much computing power people are not using.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you can combine offline with online cloud AI acceleration?
That's actually part of the mission for Spectro Cloud in the future, is making the actual application workloads completely agnostic from where it's running. why not take all the infrastructure available, whether it's your phone or TVs or laptops, that have so much capacity available, make them into a private network, initially for enterprises to use of their own system, but in the future, why not compete against...
Download an app.
Download an app, but in the future, why not compete against the public cloud providers? You actually build a giant network of actual compute power that's available for anybody to use.
Running on 3 billion Qualcomm chips.
Boom.
In people's pockets.
And you give them money, you're actually renting a little bit of their capacity, compute, and memory.
Maybe you pay their subscription. You pay their internet bill.
There you go.
And then suddenly they let you use their phone a little bit. And you promise not to make it too hot?
You 20%. When the phone is being actively used, you reduce the amount of capacity. Do you remember SETI at home back in the days?
Yeah.
Very similar, except you're actually getting paid or it being free device or free phone service. Right?
So the winner of the cloud computing battle war could be some guy with an app. Could be somebody who launches the right app.
I think
takes over the whole.
I think the key is the platform has to be very abstract. I think the winners are going to be the application developers deploying the applications, and the consumers are providing the free compute for them. Right? The platform has to make it seamlessly where the applications and the infrastructures are able to be scheduled all together.
How about latency and stuff like that?
I think the application owner would specify requirements on the app in terms of latency, storage, security requirements. Depending on the requirements, the platform will schedule the workload to run across different devices that meet those requirements.
Because there is a pretty fast, short latency with the 5G stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, and here I see a green dot.
Green dot here, the capacity is higher now. If I go to workloads tab here, go to pods, I should start seeing workloads that are now being scheduled also across this device number 2 now.
So your company, are you doing stuff with the big chips, smaller chips?
We're a software-only solution. We're not a hardware company, so we work with across Intel or ARM boxes, Qualcomm, NVIDIA, across all different platforms.
And everything is just completely compatible?
Everything's completely compatible. We do have obviously an ARM build for our agents. We also have an x86 build, but regardless whether you're running in a public cloud, private cloud, bare metal, or edge, it works the same way.
On a laptop?
A laptop as well too. So
yeah,
if you want to try it out.
It could be an ARM-powered.
It could be ARM. This is an M1 chipset here, right? So.
Yeah, you running on there?
Are you running Spectro here? Not yet. We should be running it here. So.
Could be, right?
We should be, yeah.
Because there's a few million of those also.
Absolutely.
But I hear that the X Elite is faster.
I heard that's what somebody was mentioning here too. So.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot.
Nicholas, thank you.
Thank you.